It looks like chaos, but in reality we look at one of the most complex systems in nature. It seems like each individual knows the fastest way by intuition. It knows it without risking bottlenecks. Ants organize themselves by communication and division of labor. They are solving complex challenges and are able to transport high capacities. But they mostly follow their instinct. This is how major transport systems for large amounts of people are functioning in a non-verbal way. People in movement often cause chaos because each individual has its own needs and ways, and each individual makes its own decision. Human beings don't have a sixth sense, such as ants. For humans, it's more efficient to develop intelligent technologies to organize transportation.
For more than a decade, Masterconcept follows an interdisciplinary approach to assess complex multimodal transport systems. Our team of IT and GIS experts, urban and transport planners has mastered the ITSOS philosophy.
Masterconcept is able to investigate different tasks, including variants of transport systems, corridor definition, supply dimensioning, selection of mode of transport, cost-benefit ratio, network extension due to well-managed change points, ecological aspects. Every day poses a new challenge concerning the demands of a transport system. Regional transport planning, cultural and sports events have one thing in common. Masses of people are in movement. Everyone wants to get to a certain destination at a given time using various modes of transport.
Only if the big picture on transportation is put into relation with all relevant circumstances, the basis for strategic decisions is set up. It is of key importance for major events and for regional planning to balance and adapt the available capacities of all modes of transport.
The relevance of mobility has risen significantly in the past decades and will become even more relevant in the future. Transport master planning using ITSOS is the fundamental basis for the decision-making processes to counteract impacts like high increase of traffic load and harassment through noise, dust and emissions. In the field of regional planning, the primary goal is the optimal offer and use of transportation systems. People have various reasons for commuting: to and from home, work, for their education, shopping, or sports activities. This leads to different requests on the modes of transportation. Every day, every person has an individual combination of travel purposes. To reach one's destinations, one would prefer attractive and the least time-consuming modes of transportation. The operator will benefit through more efficient use of their fleet and staff. In the field of event planning, the task is to manage transport systems in order to move different groups of clients to their events in time. Well-coordinated infrastructure as well as optimized point-to-point transport systems are essential for the success of major events. Not only vehicle and transport resources are affected by the flow of people, but also the impact of the flow of people and vehicles in hubs and stations is very important for operational concepts. Otherwise, chaotic situations will result in monetary losses for the organizers and sponsors, and also in critical situations for people, especially the spectators and athletes. Not everything can be anticipated. A large amount of data, as well as interfaces to other subsystems, are used to develop and simulate what-if scenarios and emergency cases.
The Intermodal Transport Simulation&Operation system, ITSOS, allows us to dimension to design and to modify intermodal transport networks in an easy way on macro and mesoscopic simulation levels.
ITSOS is capable of fulfilling a large number of case studies. The base of the development of an integrated intermodal transport master plan is the infrastructure network, which is managed in ITSOS with GIS-based information, completed with a wide range of transport-oriented basic data. Based on geographic information systems, the infrastructure network is built up using several layers. Numerous geographic data such as transport infrastructure, residential structures, demographic information and much more are captured, analyzed and actualized in the GIS. Based on the detailed transport network, each transport system can be integrated in ITSOS by routing its individual course. The integrated routing module allows you to create these individual transport lines in an easy-to-use way. Additionally, it allows fast and easy maintenance and adaptation of every considered line.
The database is the fundamental background of the transport simulation model. Transport system data, capacities, schedules, catchment areas, passenger mobility routines, and several other parameters and assumptions are connected to one customized database.
The existing and virtual transport line network is filled with speed limits, one-way info, number of lanes, transport chains, and more. All this is saved in a geo database. This is the basis for simulations. Well-developed simulation methods are the heart of ITSOS. These simulation methods allow you to simulate realistic distribution of people movements in comparison to all relevant transport systems.
The simulation procedure is based on several steps, such as the development of the origin-destination model and the creation of the transport routes. Then all the informations are simulated at hubs, crossings, and change points.
High-performance calculation methods allow to calculate and recalculate the evaluation data in accordance to changes of the intermodal transport network. For example, cancelled line, operation emergency cases, as well as venue-relevant data. The evaluation tools of ITSOS give a highly detailed picture of all relevant information which is requested for decision-making processes and further detailed projects. ITSOS provides a wide range of evaluation tools and a wide spectrum of results such as scheduling, quantity assessment, vehicle turnaround plans, resource strategies and plans. These evaluations can be visualized in maps, tables and charts. The provided evaluations are the basis for decision-making processes and further detailed planning. The output helps by optimizing line operations, dimension hubs and stations. Based on generalized operating costs and emission data, the user is able to evaluate the costs and the ecological emissions of different case studies. For transport management centers, ITSOS serves as the operational integrator interfaced to several subsystems.
The simulation output of ITSOS provides precise supply and demand scenarios across a wide spectrum of transportation systems. ITSOS combines all modes of transport in one simulation platform.
With ITSOS, from chaos to optimized transport infrastructure. ITSOS provides the basis for planning intelligent transport management systems for the benefit of the passenger. ITSOS provides a large database for further detailed assessments. ITSOS is not a replacement for natural instincts. It is an effective, efficient tool for transport planning and modelling. ITSOS, the Intermodal Transport Simulation and Operation System. We analyze, we calculate, we simulate, we find the best way.